Happy Monday. I think it's Labor Day. Supposed to be a holiday, so a lot of y'all chilling at home, not working. We gotta discuss being alone, man. Being alone and a lot of people kind of struggle with being alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this is just like a ultimate fear of a lot of people, like they just don't want to be alone, or it's just kind of like they're just so accustomed to being around other people. And I'm not here to judge anyone, but most people struggle with being alone, bro. Because at some point in time in my life, man, look, personally, first off, I've been alone for about 3 years, solid. When I say alone for 3 years solid, I mean, bro, I'm not hanging out with anybody, bro, on a day-to-day basis. The most person I have a conversation with and talk to, see, my dad, maybe my siblings, or strangers in the world. Now, personally, I never thought I would get to that level, bro. But it was important for me to get to that level because I personally was around too many people. You know what I'm saying? And being around too many people, like I said, you get accustomed to being around people. You start to feel like, the person you hang out with every weekend, you got to hang out with them every weekend. The person you probably FaceTime every day, you got to FaceTime them. You get kind of attached in a sense to people, bro. And you necessarily don't need this attachment because, bro, at the end of the day, nobody needs anybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? You only need God and yourself. And if you got family, that's good. Those people. But it's like people don't really grasp the understanding. Because man, I'm telling you, bro, I used to have so many people around me that when I think now, like what the purpose of that was, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It just doesn't register in my mind. Why did I have all these people around me, bro? Now that I've been alone for about 3 years, bro, I don't text. There's nobody I'm texting, bro. There's nobody I gotta link up with regularly. It's nobody I'm calling. It's really just solely about me and my immediate family right now. And I personally love it, bro. I love it. And it takes a while for you to like it because, bro, when you first do this, it's kind of like odd, and people say a lot of things about you. They say you're not the same person, you're switched up, you're fake. None of that really matters though. It's just getting used to not being around people after you've been around so many people. That's the adjustment that needs to happen because at the end of the day, I was used to chilling with mad people, bro. So it was like when I made the change, it was almost weird. It was like, okay, I'm spending my time with this person doing this, doing that. Now it's just me. What do I do with my time? And bro, I started to realize I'm like, man, I've been neglecting a lot of my hobbies. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of hobbies that I like, that I enjoy, which it's almost impossible to like focus on when you're constantly around other people. Cause bro, other people got stuff they got going on. They complaining about their life. They talking about situations in their life. If you guys are doing something is like a compromise, when it's you, bro, none of that is at play. It's just you. Right now, bro, I can go play the game. I can go for a walk. I can do whatever I want without there being someone there needed, without me needing someone there. And I urge a lot of people, bro, listen, start taking smaller steps to being alone. If you feel like you're somebody who constantly feels like you need to be around another person, like, bro, go see a movie by yourself. I don't want to see a movie by myself. Got the popcorn. You know what I mean? It's a lit movie. I'm finna go see this movie. You feel me? Take yourself to dinner, bro. Go to a nice restaurant and eat dinner at the nice restaurant, bro. You ain't gotta get stupid fly, but get a little fresh. You feel me? Go take a trip by yourself, bro. I took a trip to California by myself. Then I took a trip to New York by myself. I didn't need nobody. At the end of the day, yeah, people were supposed to come with me, but they wasn't ready for that type of vibe. They weren't ready for that type of experience for real. So I was ready for the experience. That's why I took the experience. A lot of time when you dependent on another person and you attached to another person, you kind of basing doing things off how this other person feels. Who cares about this other person? How do you feel? Do you feel like this is something you want to do? You know what I'm saying? I remember, bro, I had a girl, man. I really wanted to go skydiving, bro. At the end of the day, Paul Witt, what's the word? My girl never wanted to go skydiving. And it was like we had to fight for this experience. And we did it because I was like forcing the issue. But it's like, dang, imagine her feelings that depicting what I want to do. This is a one time in a lifetime experience. So if I would have allowed that to happen, bro, I would have never went skydiving. Now she could say she went skydiving because of me. Cause bro, this shorty was trying to prioritize a barbecue that's going on all night over skydiving. But this is what's happening sometimes when you're constantly attached to another person, where it's like every decision is based off being with that other person. Do it by yourself. Be by yourself. Right now, I can go bungee jumping. I can go skydiving. I can go surfing. There's nobody that's gonna say, "Hey, I ain't trying to do all that right now. And my pockets is not right," or whatever they gonna say, bro. And that's gonna change your feeling of doing something or wanting to do something. But get accustomed to that, bro. Go to a movie by yourself. Go to the movie by yourself. See your favorite movie by yourself. Get used to going to the mall by yourself. People need feel like, oh, I can't go to the mall unless I'm with my friends. Bro, I go to the mall dolly. Long as I know what I need to get from the mall, that's important. I don't need people with me to walk around with me at the mall. People get too attached to people, bro. And they feel like, look, they're gonna be bored if they're not around another person. They're not gonna be entertained, or they think this person is so fun to be around. It's like, bro, you're just kind of used to it. That's all it is. You don't need this person. You never needed this person your whole life. Your whole life without this person was your life regardless. You just kind of built the connection and relationship with this person now, and you feel like you need them. You don't need them. You don't need them. I had my cousin, bro. This is like my cousin. Me and my cousin hang out all the time. We got close. My cousin just all of a sudden just poof, stopped communicating with me like we had a problem. But I'm like, dang, okay, that's kind of weird. So when we got back cool, it's like I never really needed this guy. He needed me. But it's like that break in the communication and talking through with him. He seen I was going to New York, flying out to New York. He seen I flew out to Cali. So he like, dang. Cause in his mind, maybe he thought like, man, YS need me to be with him to do all this. But I never needed him. And him seeing that, he came back like, man, cause I was tweaking. We really the team member. But he only came back for another reason, to get closer to somebody else. Cause he felt like I was close to this person. But the reason of what I'm trying to bring that story up is because, bro, this is supposed to be my cousin. My cuz, he not supposed to cut off speech from me out of nowhere like a girl. Talking, but when he does that, I'm like, man, this person is hanging out with me every day in the crib, smoking, eating, chilling, playing the game, just poof, like cut off speech like something happened. Then the same person come back when they see me taking trips to New York, Cali. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, this person really needs me. And nobody should feel like they need anyone, bro. Currently, I do not mess with that individual. Because at the end of the day, I never needed them. I never needed a lot of the people I was around, bro. They were just around because of what? History, connections, whatever. You don't need those people, bro. You're still gonna be you regardless. Your life has been great before those people that you met, encountered, became friends with. You still been Paul Witt. I still been YsEats. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm telling you, I literally have been alone for 3 years. The only people I'm seeing is my pops, my siblings, strangers, strangers in the world, of course. You know what I mean? But I ain't hanging out with no old acquaintances, no old friends, none of that. And it's because I realized, bro, life is more happier when you're by yourself. There's no pressure, bro. There's no pressure. Like, imagine the pressure of having 6 people around you and 2 of them gonna ask you to do favor for them, but you can't really say no because these your guys. And it's the pressure y'all be feeling. Somebody be like, "Oh, Paul Witt, can you borrow me $50?" You don't want to say no because it's your friend. That's pressure, bro. That's peer pressure. Somebody be like, "Yo, can you please come pick me up? I'm stranded." You drive far to go get this person. That's really peer pressure. They only relate peer pressure to smoking and doing drinking and all that. But bro, when you have a lot of friends, you're attached to a lot of people. The people there's a lot of peer pressure on you. You feel like you have loyalty to some of these people. You gotta do certain things for these people because they're in the friend category. But I want you to do yourself a favor and try to be by yourself for a week, man. It's not gonna be easy because the thing that really makes people want to be around people is boredom. Boredom. People be like, I get bored and I just don't want to be by myself. And bro, I love being in the crib with myself. I'm dolly. I don't even want nobody in here with me. Why is ain't nobody in here with me, bro? Nobody. I don't want no one in here with me, bro. If I bring somebody in here, it's probably a girl that I'm chilling with or something. But no dudes, no friends, no old friends, old acquaintances, none of that, bro. And I love it, bro. I never knew how I love it on this level to the point where I'm gonna be honest with you. People be like, "Hey, why is you? What you been up to? We ain't seen you in a minute. We should link up and all this, bro." I swear on my life, hearing people that in the past that I don't talk to or chill with, wanting to link up with me, it like throws me off, bro. It throws me off. It's like something unappetizing, like something you wouldn't even look forward to, bro. Cause when I hear that, I'm thinking like, yo, bro, we done spent so much time together in the past. I don't even want to spend no extra time with any of those people, bro. Unless it's business. If it's not business, bro, I am not trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? I could do that with my pops, for my siblings, by myself. I love chilling by myself, bro. Cause I realize, man, I'm mad entertaining for real. I'm actually funny as ever. I can make myself laugh. You know what I'm saying? Then besides that, it opened up opportunities for me to go back and focus on, like I said, a lot of other hobbies that I had, bro. When you're around other people, you can't really focus on a lot of the hobbies that you have unless they have those similar interests in the same hobbies. Cause some of them might think what you're doing is boring, it's lame, it's not cool, it's not aligning with what they like. You know what I'm saying? So there's always gonna be a play in how you act or how you really are when you got a lot of noise around you. Don't be scared to be alone, man. I was talking to this one girl. She's like, "Oh man, I'm terrified to finally get an apartment on my own." And I'm like, "Why?" She's just like, "Oh man, I just don't want to live alone." Bro, I love living alone, bruh. What? But I don't want to share my space at all, bro. Unless this is my the wife or the mother of my kid, who will be my wife in a sense at the time. That's with me, you feel me? But other than that, bro, I'm not trying to have nobody in the spot, bro. Nobody in the spot. And I want everybody to really get on that level because that's a beautiful level right there. That's a level where you don't have to pretend. You don't have to like cater to grown folks. You don't have to be agreeable all the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to act like you like something just because you're friends with this person. Because a lot of the times that's what relationships, friendships are, bro. It's a lot of like quote unquote acting. You know, there might be genuine moments in the friendship, but it's just a lot of acting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Acting like you really care about what this guy got going on. It's very important, but in reality, you don't care. It's just y'all friends, so it's like you gotta kind of act like you care. You know what I'm saying? Pretending like you understand every issue your friend has. You don't care, bro. At the, at the end of the day, this man had too many issues to be honest. You feel me? So at some point you probably like annoyed really, but it's like you don't have to do all that when you're by yourself. Only thing I gotta do when I'm by myself is think about my next move, my biggest plans. What can I accomplish, bro? What can I improve on? You know what I'm saying? What's another way to kind of get to what I want faster? This is all I think about when I'm by myself. If I was with others, it would be hard to think about this. They'd be talking about their problems, their life, what they have going on, the issues that they're facing, so forth and so on. And it's like, yo, that's extra noise, bro. That's draining. That's literally taking focus off of you. You're the most important, bro. You don't want to. This is like your movie. This is my movie right now. I'm the star actor. I'm the director. If I bring other people's around, it's like cast within the movie. Now these casts can kind of like change my character, change my perception, perspective. That's what it's like having mad people around, bro. I'm telling you, I love being by myself. Bro, I go get some ice cream by myself. Bro, I go eat some food by myself. I don't need nobody ride with me. I go to the movie by myself. I go to dinner by myself. I go to basketball game dolly. Go to the game dolly. You know what I'm saying? When I see dolly, it's like, it's another word for dolo, but I like to say dolly. I'm dolly at the basketball game, football game, dolly. Because what's the need of feeling like I need someone else to be able to do something I like? What is the need of feeling like I need someone else to do something I like? I don't need them. I like this already. I don't need them. And once you do that, you could be happier. You could be happier. Because a lot of y'all happiness is attached to another person, like hanging out with a person. You don't need to hang out with a person to feel happy. You should feel happy just being by yourself. And a lot of us need practice being by ourselves because we grow up having friends all the way to adulthood. And some of these friends are horrible people and stuff like that, but we still keep them around because we used to that. Some of your cousins, they're horrible people, bro. Some of your family members, they're horrible people. But you got them around because you're accustomed to it. It's like you feel like you can't change this now because this is what you know. Bro, you could change that. Take that from a guy who used to have people at his house every day. Every day. I'm texting guys every day. At some point I saw in my life, bro, no Diddy vibes. I used to be like, dang, it feel like I'm in a relationship with these guys. Like, now I don't know Diddy vibes, because keep in mind, we texting every day. This is how I'm going to text a girl. We talking every day. We hanging out every day. It's like, nah, bro. It started to feel like somewhat of a relationship, bro. You feel me? Because it's like, you got a friend you probably talk to every day. That's like how you would talk to a girl. You talk to a girl every day. You don't need to talk to no guy every day, see no guy every day, FaceTime a guy every day, be with a guy every day. That's where it got me thinking, like, damn, man, it's feel like a relationship, bro. You feel me? I'm texting like, yo, what's good, bro? What you on? This what I would text a shorty, like, hey, how you doing? You all right? What you got going to get today? It's the same shit, bro. Now I'm like, nah. And I would never want to go back on that. People be like, yo, you don't miss having friends or nah, bro, I don't care. I realize that life is about being by yourself, establishing something for yourself. A lot of the times that I was focusing on being around people, I felt like I owed loyalty to these people. I felt like there was an unspoken rule of thumb to where I had to look out for these people. Like most of the time, whatever I did, these folks gotta be included. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, that's so silly to think about now that I'm by myself, bro. I don't owe nobody nothing. All I owe myself is being a good person, carrying out the way God wants me to live, and living a better life. But all my talents and potential, I gave a lot of that energy away. Not to say I don't have any left. I got a lot left for me because the energy is unlimited, bro. But it's just being around everyone for so long, bro. I realized, like, nah, the only purpose is to be alone until you find a woman or create a family. I'm telling you, that's the only purpose. Most people not gonna hear this message and like it because they still want to be around people that they not really even similar to, bro. They just want to be around them because they don't want to be alone. A lot of people are scared to be alone. Like even when you talk about relationships related to relationships, you know how many people are dating people right now that they absolutely hate? They're absolutely despise this individual. but they just don't want to be by themselves, so they would date that person. This is happening all over the world, bro. I seen this one dude girl talk to him like he was a dog. I'm like, dang, how could this guy, this me working customer service. She's talking to him crazy. I'm like, dang, why would this guy even tolerate this level of disrespect? Then I thought, I'm like, oh, this guy probably feels like if he leaves this lady, he can't get no other woman or something crazy like that. But it's like, yo, bro, this is crazy. The way she was talking to my man, like in public though. Imagine how she probably talked to him in the house. You know what I mean? The words she was using on him, I'm surprised he hasn't been on no domestic V type time because that was the type of vibe. But most people, the same thing in relationships. They're gonna be with someone because they just don't want to be alone. So they'll be with just this person for years and years and years and years. They don't even like this person. Some of your friends you hanging out with, yo, bro, it's the same thing. They don't even like you, bro. But you got them around for years and years and years and years and years. And it's like, why can't you be alone? Start out, test yourself for a week, man. Only communicate with your immediate family members and whoever those guys are, mom, dad, sister, brother, siblings. It's different. This really doesn't apply to them on that level, but your buddy that you always go get a drink with, your friend you gotta go see a movie with, take those guys out the picture for a week or two and do all that stuff by yourself. It's gonna be weird at first, of course, because you're going from an entourage to just being by yourself. So understand that, of course, it's gonna be weird at first, but once you get used to it, man, you'll never want to go back. You'll never want to go back to just being around people. I put that on everything, man. You never go back to wanting to have a lot of people around you. Like currently, bro, I get I don't know how to describe it to you, bro. It's like since I made this change, keep in mind, it's been like 3 years that I really officially been dolly. Bro, I done seen people in the past that I used to chill with, bro, at the stove or something. I remember I seen this one dude at the stove. Bro, keep in mind, like, I'm like in full cognito in the sense of I got the hoodie on, I got my ski mask, not all the way, but kind of like beanie style, jacket on. Excuse me, this man follows me into the alley. He follows me. He's like, hey, yo, that's YS. I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro? Name D. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, man, I knew that was you, man. What you been on? I'm like, man, it's chilling. That's the first thing people ask me. What you been on? Just chilling, because nothing's changed. It's just I'm not hanging out with them. I'm like, just chilling, man, doing my thing. He like, oh, okay, well, man, we ain't seen you in a minute and all that, bro. Bro, birthday this weekend. We going to the club. You should come. And I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm straight. But it's like they constantly make that effort to like invite me again or try to be close with me again. It's like, oh, bro, that's a wrap. That's a old book, a old novel, bro. That novel will never be reopened. This is a new chapter where it's just all about me. And it's like I need to be by myself because personally I feel like being around those people cannot do nothing for me. As far as entertainment, I can entertain myself. Like knowledge, information, they wasn't even on that type of time. You feel me? All the only time they was on was idle time. They just wanna waste time, bro. Waste time. Idle time is wasting time. And I've done that already. Anything you've done already, you gotta leave it in the past and do something new. You know what I'm saying? So if you're somebody, listen, you're somebody that's been used to chilling with people back to back to back to back every day, you gotta switch it up. Start going doing things by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym by yourself. Go see a movie by yourself. Go get some food by yourself. Go shopping by yourself. Do that regularly because these are regular things that you can do by yourself. Eventually, by yourself, it becomes natural. You know what I'm saying? It becomes natural. You don't feel like, oh, you need to get dopamine from someone else. Crazy part about what I'm saying, we all produce dopamine and serotonin. These are the happy, vibes that are this is what happy vibes are created off of. So if we looking at what I'm saying on a scientific note, bro, it makes sense, don't it? Why would you need dopamine and serotonin from someone else if we can all produce that ourselves? Once you get that, it's like, man, you 10 steps ahead. Because you wouldn't be feeling like, oh I got man, even though I don't want to go to the club with these guys, I gotta go because these are my guys. Like, oh man, I don't really want to go to this party. It's gonna be chaotic, but I gotta go because these are my guys. You know, girls, same thing. I can't speak for women, man. Like, I'm a man at the end of the day, and I don't need no man in the crib chilling with me. Dolly, I want to be dolly. You feel me? If somebody's in the crib, it's a shorty that I want to hang out with, that I want to see. If I see somebody I used to chill with out there, it's like, yo, it's high and by. Yo, what's up, bro? You straight? For sure. But linking up, hanging out, bro, that's middle school, that elementary school. We're grown now. If we ain't doing business, ain't no hanging out. When I say business, I'm talking official business. Where I gotta come meet you for a transaction in the sense of purchasing merch, something serious. Nothing goofy like riding around and hitting stains. None of that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's scared to kind of be alone, make the adjustment, bro. I made the adjustment. It's been 3 years. I don't text people. I don't go to the parties. I don't go to the clubs. And it's nothing personal against them. I don't need to partake. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those guys will take it personal because, I'm not participating in what I call a waste of my time. All that is a waste of my time. Going and being around a lot of people who not really rocking with you a certain way, who just want to get certain. That's a waste of my time. Now it's all about me. What can I do for myself? Because everything falls on me right now. Like when I'm by myself, I can't be like, oh, this happened because of this. Nah, it's on me. I can't be like, oh, this happened because of this person. It's all on me. It's easy to do that when you're around a lot of people. You be like, yeah, this happened because of this person. I could blame this person. Nah, it's all on you. Everything falls on you. And I love that. Because I could take that accountability at the end of the day. I could be like, man, I needed to try harder. It's like being by yourself almost forces you to improve as a person. You get me? Because you can't victimize anything to anyone. Like all the complaining, you might complain to your friend and be like, oh yeah, well yes, you definitely got a point. That's because they're your friend. But you really playing victim. When I'm by myself, I could talk to myself, but it's like, who cares about my complaining? It's me and God talking, you know what I mean? Like God looking like you gonna be all right. I got you where I want you. If I had a homeboy, he might just dick ride. When I say dick ride, he be like, yeah, well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you got a point. Just to make me feel better or some shit like that. Even though I'm probably complaining and playing victim. So constantly having around people around you, it kind of like drops your self-improvement, bro. Your refinement. When you're by yourself, if you make a mistake, you can't be like, this happened because of this. You gotta be like, man, I just kind of messed up. That's ownership. That's taking accountability. You're slightly improving. But this is what happens when you're by yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you got an appointment, you missed the appointment, who you gonna blame for the appointment? That's on you. Dang, I missed my appointment. I should have been more prepared. You see how you're improving by yourself? Because it's I. It's not him, they, he, she. None of that. That's what happened when you with the crowd, when you got people around. You could also always play victim, always complain, because somebody's there to listen. Right now, if I complain like, I need money, you don't hear nothing. It's quiet. Cause there's no one, what's up, Pooh? How you doing, man? There's no one here to listen. Cause I'm by myself. So I could sit here and complain all day, like, I need money, I need money, I need money, I need money. What's gonna happen? Nothing. I gotta get active. I gotta make something happen. I gotta think of, oh, how can I get this money? If I had somebody to sit here and I could complain to them, like, I need money, they might be like, oh, bro, it's not your fault. I mean, you doing the best you can do. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, that's how it goes sometimes. Okay. But that's not helping me. That's like just making me succumb to, the fact that I'm being a victim. I'm complaining. That's what people around you do. You take those people around you by yourself when you say you need money. What happens next? You're like, how do I get the money? What's my next move? You don't sit here and just, because you're not going to be by yourself and complain all day. It doesn't work like that. Usually when you complain, you want somebody to listen. And having people around you all the time, you are able to be victim. You're able to complain. You're able to be lazy because they're gonna support that. They're gonna be like, yeah, you good. Don't even worry about that. Like, even though your friend know you say you need money, you're not going to work. Y'all hanging out all the time. This friend is gonna say, yo, you good. Don't trip about that. But instead, it's like you not making money because you chilling with this person all the time. You know what I'm saying? King James. But when you by yourself and you say you need money and you complain, nobody cares. Nobody's there to listen. So it's almost like you're forced, in a sense, to figure out how to get the money. When you got a person and your friend, your best friend, he be like, yo, you good? Why your ass don't even trip? This person just made me feel better about me complaining. So there isn't much self-improvement when you got too many people around you. Uh Nah, I didn't see that new film. What's the new film about, King James? It's called Sober. Sober. Is that the football one or nah? I said it's on YouTube. Nah, I haven't seen it though. I don't even know who Dravo is. Is that a movie maker? Does he make movies? But at the end of the day, oh, it's about drugs. Okay. Now I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm just basically talking about how everybody should get used to being alone, bro. Being alone is a blessing in disguise because when you're alone, you're forced to become better. There's nobody to listen to your complaints, your excuses. There's not a lot of noise and interference going on in your mind. I might check that out, King James. So it's like the only thing that's there is for you to know who you really are, know what you're capable of, know your true potential, know what really can stop you. Because there's no one there to interfere. No one's there to say, yeah, you're right. Forget that job. Even though you was late 30 times and they fired you, they tripping. That's what your friend is say to make you feel better. And it's like, bro, you don't need dopamine or serotonin from these people because you produce that yourself. You produce that yourself. You produce dopamine and serotonin yourself. All you got to do is spend a little bit of time by yourself to tap into this. When I tap into this, it's like, okay, I wake up and I work out. I'm working out. When I was chilling with the guys that day, bro, we wake up, smoke, go get breakfast. Well, I'm becoming lazy, lethargic with them. Honestly, I'm not even making fun of this. It's like, bro, this is what we were doing. Smoke, go get breakfast. It's no working out. If I probably was to bring up working out, some of them dudes probably didn't even want to work out. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you become dull the more people you're around. The more that you're by yourself, you become much sharper. You become way sharper, bro. I'm telling you. And most people won't want to take that sharp route because they feel like they need people around them for dopamine and serotonin. Because if you think about other reasons why you would have someone around you, is to make you feel good. What other reasons could there be? I can't think of none. You know what I'm saying? When people was around me, they'd be like, man, YS, you one of the realest, man. Like hearing that was cool. And it's like, yeah. But I know that like I'm genuine, bro. I know that already. So I don't need them around to say that. You know what I'm saying? I already know that about myself inside. So I could be by myself and say that to myself, like, man, YS, you really a genuine guy. What's the difference in me saying that and having someone else around me saying it? When I know that about myself, I know myself more than this person. So think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need them to be around and give you that validation, that dopamine, that serotonin. You could produce that. We all could produce that. Don't be scared to be alone, man. It's a lot of people that don't want to be alone, bro. And bro, you have no choice. When you go to bed, you can't put me in your sleep, bro. You go to bed alone. Like when you sleep, you fall asleep, deep sleep alone. You don't. You go hold your girlfriend hand in the bed, your wife hand in the bed. Y'all having two different dreams. You feel me? So understand, like this is just a part of life. Get used to it. Get accustomed to it. If you're constantly around people, it's going to take a little bit of work for you to make the transition because you're so used to that. But making that transition is gonna make you happier. I'm happier right now. Dude, there's times I go outside and I see like four grown dudes walking together, and I'll be like, man, they still stuck in that phase I used to be stuck in, having mad people around me without any benefit. There's really no benefit to that. But the only thing I learned about myself having a lot of people around me is that I'm universal. My energy is universal. What does that mean? Like that mean like man, I single-handedly was able to have connections with all these different individuals and play a major role in a sense in their lives, whether assisting them, giving advice, whatever it is. You feel me? But I never necessarily needed these people around, bro. That's the whole takeaway. I didn't need them around. They was around just cause I kept them around. Cause at some point I probably liked them being around. At some point I got accustomed to that. You know what I'm saying? But what the dopamine and serotonin that it was kind of producing, bro, I could do that already. And that's one thing I know, like for myself, is like, man, I could kind of do that already. You feel me? So, bro, when you go out there, go see a movie by yourself, go shopping by yourself, go to the mall by yourself, go to a sporting event by yourself. Get used to doing things by yourself. That way, even if you do meet another person, whether it be a romantic situation, you have gotten so accustomed to loving yourself, being with yourself, laughing, entertaining yourself that you won't be so attached to this individual. And that's why people, erase themselves out of life, take themselves out of life, because sometimes they get so attached to a person and the person like no longer wants to be a part of their life. Then this other person like, I can't live no more. I can't live no more. If this person won't be a part of my life, I won't live any longer. Cause you done got too attached to this person. You done been so attached to people. You get attached to people, and they walk out of your life. Now your life is over. But if you get accustomed to being alone, that won't occur. That will never occur. That won't be the scenario that you go through where you're just like, oh, I'm so attached to this. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna erase myself. Nah. Do yourself a favor, man. Listen, go for a walk by yourself. Start small. Go to the grocery store by yourself. Matter of fact, go get some dinner by yourself. Sit down dinner. It don't gotta be the Cheesecake Factory or nothing crazy. Steak 82, whatever it is, something fancy. Nah, just go to somewhere nice, little sit down family junk, order the food, eat peacefully, and just bask in that feeling of being dolly. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get that down, go to a movie next, go shopping next. Do start doing a lot of stuff by yourself, and then you start to realize, like, man, life's actually fun just being me without having mad people around to shape my opinion and listen to my cries. You know what I'm saying? And share laughs with. You could share a laugh with a stranger. You could share a good story with a stranger. You could share a joke with a stranger. You could have a hilarious moment with a stranger. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's like practice small steps. It took me a while. 3 years, bro. 3 years. 3 years that I'm just dolly. And it's like I said before, it's not like I got issue with anybody I used to hang out with, bro. I just don't feel a need or the appetite to want to ever be around them going forward. Most I could do is high and by if I see them in person, like, hey, you been good? All right, for sure. Nice seeing you. That's it. Us just sitting down and to get back to chilling, smoking, all that. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. That go for a lot of people. It's been a lot of people that have been trying to contact me since I've been on this Dolly vibe, and it's like I do not even want to be contacted by these people, bro. And it's like not because I don't like them. It's like there's no interest in me linking, being around them. It has to be unexpected or something like a random occurrence. Like I see a person in the store or something. But as far as me pulling up on them, linking, bro, I don't have an appetite for that at all. It's like a sour vibe when I think about it. Like, nah, bro, I never want to even link with that mother, bro. Cause it's like I've done that already, man. Now I just like this. I like being like this. I like being on my own. I like being dolly. I don't like feeling like, oh man, I gotta do this because I'm loyal to this person. And too much. That was too much peer pressure growing at the time. Now that I'm by myself, I know that I don't need them. I want them to feel the same. Like they don't need me either. I want them to get accustomed to being by themselves too. They don't need me either. I want them to feel just like that. Because if we could all feel like that, everybody could be happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here could be happy if we could all feel like we could live alone. We could be by ourselves. You feel me? That's the message for the day, man. Look, try to be alone. That's when self-improvement happens the most. That's when you become your best self. You feel me? Your best self, man. When you got all them people around you, man, they spoiling you. They allowing you to complain, play victim, cry, and all this other stuff, and they're just like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Cause that's what they there to do. Feed you dopamine, serotonin. But I look at you like, yo, bro, you generate that yourself, man. Figure that out, man. Figure out how you gonna generate the dopamine, serotonin for yourself without feeling the need to have another person there. It's very important. It's life changing. It's a dynamic that once you get it, it's like, dang, you like, man, I ain't even never needed none of them people around me, fam. And I'm not saying this from a convincing standpoint. I'm saying this from a standpoint of just try it out and see. You know, try it out and see. Because a lot of people currently right now, while I'm making this video, they're attached to a lot of other people that they do not need to be attached to. That this person is not changing any situation in your life. You know what I mean? I love y'all, man. I'm out of here, you heard?